4 hours in a day, your success is dependent upon how you use the 24. You gotta hear me. People talk about Oprah Winfrey, Ted Turner, Warren Buffett. Listen to me. I don't care how much money you make. You only get 24 hours in a day. And the difference between Oprah and the person that's broke is Oprah uses her 24 hours wisely. That's it. Listen to me. That's it. You get 24. I don't care if you broke, you grew up broke. I don't care if you grew up rich. I don't care if you're in college, you're not in college. You only get 24 hours. And I blew up literally. I went from being a high school dropout to selling 6,000 books in less than 6 months. What happened? My 24 hours. I was like, okay, Eric, you got to get a grip on your 24 hours because you're about to be broke for the rest of your life. And this is all I need you to do for me. I can tell you all about your life if you just write down your 24-hour schedule for me and you let me look at it. I can tell you where you're going to be in 5 years. I can tell you where you're going to be in 10 years. I can tell you where you're going to be in 20 years if you keep that schedule.
Hey guys, welcome to another Thought Friday. So 24 hours in a day. I've heard of that. I've always heard of that. You want to maximize your time and it's all about, I talk about signals and noise a lot, and essentially you want to just be highly focused on signals. I think the question though is the 24 hours in a day still relevant in this world, in this AI, tech driven? And what I'm trying to say is it just 24 hours? Can we do more than that? Are there ways that we can diversify the 24 hours? What are your thoughts?
First off, it's still going to be 24 hours. I'm not sure where.
This guy's always trying to make me look stupid. I don't know why.
No, I'm not.
I'm his co-host. He always tries to make me look dumb. It's still 24 hours.
Is it more than 24 hours? Is it 24.5? It's 24. 24 is 20. That's the okay. Let's start with that. Now, can you optimize the 24 hours? I think is where he's getting at, which is yes. A lot of rich people or other people tend to use their 24 hours wisely in the sense that maybe they have other people working for them. I don't know if that's the angle he's coming from, but maybe that's what it is. What I would say to that is, in as much as you try to utilize or optimize the 24 hours, it's still 24 hours at the end of the day. So I didn't get a sense of what he was saying, but if that's what he's saying, where you can get other people to utilize your 24 hours for you as opposed to you optimizing it, that's fine. But I think the message should be how do you take advantage of that?
Yeah, no, and I think you're not wrong.
I'm not wrong.
You're not wrong, but
I know I'm not wrong.
It's the way you look at it.
24 hours in a day.
I think the way you look at it is wrong.
Okay.
I think that's an old way of thinking.
Okay.
It's a more matrix way of thinking, where they want you to stay busy in this treadmill of 24 hours, and that's the best way to keep somebody ignorant. And what I mean by that is there's so many diverse ways and creative
You guys just
ways.
hear you call me ignorant, right? Like you guys heard that. So
Ignorant in a good way.
yeah, okay, fair enough. I'll get you back, but it's okay.
You don't know code, but you're smart. So
guy,
you don't know code. You're ignorant. That's what I meant. On text.
Oh man, I'm gonna get you back so bad. But anyways, go ahead.
No, you won't. Anyways, so what I'm trying to get at is, okay, I hear your analogy of other people. You could leverage other people, but yeah, take that first example, like that example that you have. Yeah, you can delegate tasks, delegate work to other people, and those other people could be in different countries, and now your 24 hours is now expanded to 48 hours because you're doing work and then you sleep for 12 hours or whatever, and then that work, it just continues on with the other person. I'm gonna go another further. Bots, you can develop your own bots, and then you can create your own language learning model that will take what you know, and then you can then give that out as a way for people to communicate to you 24/7, 24 hours a day. So this is why I say it's an antiquated notion, because it lends to no creativity. It stops you from thinking outside the box. 24 hours, that's it. I can't do anything. Let's take this for example. Up until a couple of weeks ago, I thought we needed some kind of producer engineer to help us switch cameras. And then I just did a little bit of research, and then I found this app, did a little macro, and now it's switching for us automatically. I thought I had to have high-end crazy cameras. I know these cameras are not the best, but the point of the matter is that this is a legitimate, full-fledged podcast studio for next to nothing. And by the way, we're gonna do a Nerdy Monday on how I set this all up. But my point, what
How
I'm
I set it up.
I don't know about that. You're ignorant, remember?
Exactly. This guy, man.
So that's what I'm just trying to say. So I'll let you
So I think it's a clickbait.
clickbait.
Yeah.
Interesting.
When
Okay.
people go and say you have 24 hours in a day, how do you optimize 24 hours? 24 hours. So the message is not wrong. It's the way he's going about it. Like it has to be, there's more to do than the 24 hours in a day. That's why, I was joking when I said it, but it's true. You still have, at the end of the day, it's still 24 hours. Now, if the message was, how do you no, what's the word I'm looking for?
Optimize?
No, not optimize. But how do you solve a problem? If you want to optimize the 24 hours, you have to look for a problem that people have. Try and solve problem that majority of people have, or not majority, but a lot. Trying to solve a business problem, technology problem, whatever problem it is that people have. If you look at all the rich people in this world, they saw a problem or they saw an opportunity and they tapped into that. That's what they use the 24 hours to think about. So don't go with the approach that 24 hours, and you're just screaming about it. The approach should be, if you want to be innovative, if you want to maximize your time, look for a business or technology problem or some kind of problem and solve that problem. That's how you optimize your time, because that way you're trying to, at least people are going to buy into a problem that you solve. Elon Musk solved the problem with cars, electric vehicles. He didn't build them, but at least, PayPal, that's another problem that he was able to find, that people needed an avenue to make to pay. Jeff Bezos, same thing, started with Amazon, Microsoft. All these guys who are billionaires today try to solve a problem. That's the message I think people should be preaching. I'm not saying he's wrong. I just don't like the messaging and like, you have 24 hours, like just screaming and shouting. Like, I'm sure he's good at what he does, but I think the messaging should be, there's a problem. How do you solve a problem? As an individual, make sure you optimize your 24 hours in a day. And I don't know. It just seems like a catch, like a clickbait thing to me. That's
I
just
don't know.
me.
I think personally, I think his message is on point.
Yeah.
I think the overall sentiment that I understood what he was saying was he referenced Elon Musk. I mean, he referenced he mentioned Oprah Winfrey,
Yeah.
and then I saw images of
Again,
Elon
she solved the
Musk and
business
stuff like
problem.
that.
She needed to get the news across to people because people were missing information.
You're right, but I think what he's trying to get at, if I can echo him, the angle is she focused. She was focused, and she didn't focus on a lot of noise. And I think we talked about this, right? Versus, do you specialize or do you generalize? And I think this is the key to specialization.
Mm-hmm.
You cut out the noise. You are, yes, you're shutting a lot of doors. I can never become a doctor. I can never do this. But the point is, I am now able to signal and focus on the signal of SharePoint,
Mm-hmm.
which is what I do, right? That's what people pay me. It's my biggest client. My biggest clients do shit. It's all SharePoint, right?
Yep.
So that's, I think, what he's saying. So that 24 hours you have, you only got 24 hours of it. Be
Make use of
very
it.
focused. Make use of it. There's another great analogy. I'm sure you heard about it. Imagine you had $24,000 to spend in a day, right? And what would you do? And people would be like, yeah, I'll buy this, I'll do this, I'll do that. But the trick is, you have to spend the full 24,000. You don't get it back. And if you don't, then you just lose all that money. You don't get to keep it. And people are like, yeah, I'll buy this, I'll do this, I'll make sure I spend that money. But then he flipped it and he's like, well, what about your time? What about you have 24 hours, you have time, 24 hours. Why don't you use it as much as you would spend your money? Why don't you take that same logic? Why can't you just wake up and be so excited? I got 24 hours in this day. I'm going to maximize it, like how you were when you thought it was much. So I think what he's saying completely rings true. I don't think it's necessarily about a problem. He's basically focusing on the signal. So you have a passion, which might be solving problems. You have a passion, Oprah Winfrey, being a host and trying to be the best host. You have a passion, trying to be a best startup company or EV startup company. Focused on that and spend that 24 hours like it was your last day on earth. And I think that's what he's saying. So it makes sense. All I'm just pushing back on is with this world of distractions, Jai. We have so many distractions. Social media is literally antithesis of
I agree.
maximizing 24 hours.
Yep.
How do we rage against that? Sometimes I believe it's not necessarily about fighting against it, but if you can't beat them, join them. So, bots, leverage automation. To YouTube has changed the rules. You can't just do automating that's lazy, but you can still do automating and have your own commentary.
Mm-hmm.
So still do the automation, but then talk over it.
Yep.
You could still do that. Put in a little extra work. The point what I'm trying to say though is that you do that for 5 hours and then you set it up and you break those down into shorts and you can make that last for a month. 8 hours of work can last you a month of reels and things and posting. So what I'm trying to say is that 24 hours becomes blurred now. That 24 hours becomes blurred. It's antiquated. We have automation. We have schedules. Everything is online. Everything is 24 hours. The internet does not shut down. Should I drop my mic? Can I drop my mic? Oh,
No.
really? Wow.
You're still going to my point and what I'm saying. And this is the last thing I'm gonna say. I get what he's saying, and I'm not gonna say I don't like the way he said it. It's the context to which he put it. 24 hours a day, it's still 24 hours. My point is, how do you optimize those 24 hours? In those 24 hours, can you solve a business problem? Can you solve an opportunity? Can you find an opportunity where people
You're
are
being
looking
so
for?
specific. He's broadening it. He's
Yeah,
being
but
very broad.
why?
Guy.
Well, yeah, that's fine. You can be broad, but Elon Musk wasn't broad when him and his buddy thought about PayPal. They weren't broad. They just thought, okay, fine, we found a problem. People can't pay. Like we have to find a niche,
But he
a
had
way
a
for people
work
to pay.
ethic. I think what I'm saying,
But
Elon had a work
yes,
ethic.
but a work ethic to find solutions to problems.
But that work ethic transcend the problem because he used that same work ethic to build Tesla. He used
But
that
he
same work
found a
ethic.
problem and he was able to find a solution to. There's
Okay,
so many
okay. So
problems
what
out
comes
there.
first? Okay, Jai, what comes first?
The egg.
The ethic?
You asked me the question, man. I say the egg.
The ethic?
Drop mic.
No,
I'm done.
That. No. Stop that. What comes first? The ethic or the problem? The work ethic or the problem? That's all I'm trying to say. I think the ethic. If you have a good work ethic, and I think Damon John said this, when he invests in people have ideas in Shark Tank, you don't invest in the idea, you invest in the people.
Yep.
You get it? So my point is the work ethic. I truly
But
believe, and this is what he's trying to say. You need to maximize your 24 hours. You need to focus on signals. You have a good work ethic. The solutions, all the solutions that you want to, all the problems that you want to solve, they will come. They will be solved
But we're
because
saying,
you have the work ethic.
but Kev, I'm not. That's why
So
I
I
said
think
it's not.
you're looking at it too small. You got to look at it broader.
In what way though? Because
Work ethic, just
yeah,
overall
but
sentiment of
everyone has to have that work ethic. I think
no.
you're
There's so
preaching
many
to.
people that are
I know,
minions
but
and pawns.
I know, but it's like preaching to the choir for the most part. People know that in order to succeed in life, you need to have a good work ethic.
No, not everyone does.
Well, I
Trust
mean,
me.
okay, people don't know that.
That's like saying
Pe-
everyone knows entrepreneurship.
Most people know.
There's a lot of people that don't want to do entrepreneurship.
Most people know that in order to do well or at least to be comfortable, you have to work hard. You can't just
I
be
don't.
lackadaisical and then think that things are
No,
going to come your way.
no,
So
Jai. Some
what?
people look at work harding as just working for a company, grinding it, working hard with your
Maybe
hands. They
that's
don't
your
think.
20. Yeah, but
They don't
even
think mentally.
yeah, but even in that 24 hours that you're
And I'm
working with
sorry for
that
keep cutting
company,
you off.
no,
Sorry.
no, no worries. Even in that 24 hours that you're working for that company, you still have to work hard and don't think that that's the end all and be all. So I get his message. All I'm just saying is in anywhere you find yourself, try and look for an opportunity to solve a business problem. I mean, if you have to be innovative, if you have to be creative, even because not everyone has a creative mind, but try and look for an opportunity where you can solve a business problem. It could be people have a problem Maybe you go to a place and you find that these guys are boring. They don't. There's no rhythm to them. They don't have any music. And maybe you're a creative. You're an artist, and you could start. Write them a song or so. I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out there. All I'm trying to say is I think the messaging is this whole thing. These guys that come out as motivational speakers. I'm not against them. I'm just like sometimes you have to get to the root and target what you need to tell people. Don't be lazy. Solve a business problem. Stop thinking that the 24 hours is enough in a day for you to do certain things. Get off your lazy ass and work. Work hard. It's not rocket science. But if that's how he's making his money, hey, I'm not mad at that.
I don't know. I still think you're looking at it too narrowly, because then that doesn't apply to someone that's just thinking about starting up their own painting.
Yes, it does.
How so? They're not,
because then you're okay. If
they're
you're
not solving anything. They're just
no.
They've been
What do
working
you
for a
mean you're
painting
not?
company.
No,
Hold
but-
on, wait. They've been working
Okay.
for a painting company.
Yeah.
And they've always been thinking, maybe I should do my own. I know more than this guy, and I
Look
work
for the
him.
opportunity around the painting.
My point, what I'm trying to say, it sounds like, from what I understand, what you're saying is
Yeah.
solve a problem.
Yeah.
There's no problem to solve.
There
He
is.
just needs to motivate himself.
I said problem or an opportunity. Look for an opportunity to solve a problem.
So you're saying, okay, all right. I'm pretty sure you're.
I'm dropping my
emphasizing-
mic, man. I'm done. I told you the egg came first. You wouldn't want to listen.
All right, guys. This is Thought Friday.
Oh, guys, do you agree with me that the egg came first before the chicken?
I think you're a chicken head.
Oh,
That's all I know. But anyway.
it's nice. It's nice. It's nice talking to you guys. This guy's if I'm a chicken head, he's an egghead. So
Thank you.
that's
Yes, I'm smart. Egghead.
Egghead? Egghead?
Yeah, egghead's good.
Egghead is smart. Okay, let's get into this conversation. Which is smarter, egghead or chicken head? Guys, like and subscribe and tell us who's smarter.
They're completely
Egghead?
different.
No, egghead. Would you say a person who has an egghead is smarter or chicken head? Remember, egghead, you can break an egg easily, but you can't break a chicken's head.
All right, so
like that.
everyone, context, he's not from the hood, so he doesn't even know what a chicken head means.
What do you mean? Okay,
Guys, tell him what a chicken head is
Just,
in the comments. Tell him.
I know what a chicken head means, but I'm just saying you're an egghead. So that's we're gonna end it there. I'm
Guys.
just digging a hole deeper, so I'm
You
just
are
gonna
the
shut up now.
Thought Friday, guy.
Yeah.
Thought Friday, guys. Thanks for joining. It's been a pleasure. Please let us know what you guys think, if we missed something, or if you guys have a different perspective. We'd love to hear your thoughts and your ideas. Please like and subscribe. We got to be saying that more. We do not say it enough.
I know.
We should be saying it more
I
often.
know.
We have so much fun, and we love you guys nonetheless, whether you subscribe or not. All right. It's been great. God bless, guys. Take
Good
care.
night, guys.
See you in the next
Take care.
one.
Bye.